Welcome, Taurus. This is your weekly focus for March the 11th through to the 17th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, let's go right to the cards, shall we? Okay, so first card up is our Four of Swords. This is about rest. This is about recuperation. This is about preparing yourself for the marvelous opportunities and adventures that you are ready to step into. Okay, if you're feeling under the weather a little bit or tired, you just don't have that drive, that push, don't push yourself, okay? Your body is telling you to relax, restore, regenerate, recuperate. In order for you, behind that stained glass window, there is the sun shining through. That is when we walk out the door what will greet us. That energy, that vitality, that strength. We have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, yeah, the strength, because we see a way forward now. We see a way forward where we didn't see the way before. Something was blocking us. Something was, blinding us. Maybe we had blinders on. But this is a time of great energy. So yes, rest, recuperate, okay? Because you are going to want to start going forward in a dynamic way, I feel. I'm not sure where in your life, but maybe you already know. The Knight of Cups, so we have two knights already on the board, which tells me that you are going to try, right? Okay, what does the knight do? He tries to impress the king. He tries to impress the emperor. He tries to impress, the person that he is madly in love with, right? He's trying to impress. And sometimes when we try to impress, we trip, we fall, we don't see the dangers for what they are because we get maybe a little overconfident. So all I'm asking you to do here is just back it up and think things through before you go forward. It is knights. It's not a king. It's not a queen. It's not an emperor or an empress for that matter. And knights make mistakes. That's how we learn. Now, this card is about bringing in the beauty, the happiness, the going with the flow. This is the knight in shining armor. Maybe you'll meet that someone special this week. Or maybe you're just spending time with somebody that you already hold dear to your heart, giving them the time, the energy to see them. When we have work and career, it's the judgment. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're doing everything exactly as you're supposed to. You're giving it your best, and that's all anybody can ask. Let's stop measuring yourself to anything other than yourself, please. Also, don't be too judgmental. Don't be too quick to say yes to something or no to something. Three of Swords, some kind of healing, we need to let something go. We need to move past something. Maybe there's been some kind of disagreement at work or something within the community. And rather than let it eat at you, you need to let it go. You need to allow it to flow through. Okay, this could also be, getting a new job and then it's not what you signed up for. It's not what it's supposed to be, or it doesn't feel that way to you, or you thought you'd be happier here, or things aren't moving in the right way. In some way, there's a very strong emotion of, I get almost like a disappointment. So where are you disappointed? Where hasn't something evolved that you thought was just something that was going to happen? Or maybe you were going to evolve. And maybe with a little bit of thought, maybe looking at it, you see where the blockage was because you took the time to back up and look. The World card. Some kind of loose ends have to be, taken care of before you can step into what you really want to do. I'm going to get more clarity with this other deck here, because this kind of tells me almost, and because it's a collective reading, it almost makes it harder. If you were sitting in front of me, I would be saying, don't be too judgmental of where you are at the working stage in your life right now. There might be hurts, there might be disappointments, but there are some things that you do need to do that you haven't done yet in order to allow yourself to move forward. Well, maybe that does apply to everybody now that I've said it like that. Maybe I should just treat y'all as one. Okay. But let's go to this deck anyways, because I already said, look at this, the Knight of Michael is here. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotional changes. You see any resemblance here of what's happening? So strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. You're going to be all those things going after what you want in your world, but it's time to move quickly. So, where you have been not taking care of certain things or not pushing yourself in the way you need to, but choose logic over emotion, and there could be sudden changes. Absolutely, could be sudden changes. Things could just come right out of the blue at you. It could be also new groups of people that you're starting to form with here. The Queen of Michael. So we have both the Michael card, and then we have the Knight and the Queen here now. So you know exactly what to do. A benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay, so maybe you want to put more effort into your career rather than your relationship. So I would almost have to say that, yeah, you're socializing with intent. You're getting to shake the right hands. You're talking to the people that you think can move you forward, either by who they know or their knowledge, their wisdom, and helping you, motivating you, being your mentor, perhaps. And we have the Ace of Michael. My goodness. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So this is like you want to do something new. You want to do something different. There is this inkling of creating your tomorrow with your own hands, with your own mind, going in your own direction. And I really don't think that you would have any problems doing that. Maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe there's things that you don't, maybe you've been there for 25 years and so you don't want to leave. Is this the most opportune time for you to leave? Can you do both? I would almost think that maybe your judgment right now is I've got to stay or I've got to go, but maybe is there a way you can pull back from one so you can put more energy to the other? Now, don't tell them that's why you're doing it, because they probably won't give you the time for that. But um think of something. Okay, clear up any communication problems with others. That could be the Three of Swords. There's been some kind of headbutting going on, or you've been clear about your intentions and they're wishy-washy, or maybe you've been wishy-washy, although I can't see you ever doing that. Let's go to love and relationships. Five of Swords. We're protecting ourselves in some way here. Why are we protecting ourselves? We do walk away. It's about taking care of yourself, putting yourself first within the relationship. Did we have a little bit of this last week too? Am I thinking of the right? So watch your ego. We want to keep it healthy. We just don't want to stand our ground because we said it and now we're not going to go back on our word, even though we see their way now. Like we understand what they were getting at. We're not going to backtrack. We're going to stand firm, and that's probably the wrong way to go. It is about being able and being big enough to say, maybe I was wrong. I'm sorry that I took it the wrong way. So now that I understand, let's move forward. Let's stop this kind of energy. Because it is definitely about, I get this spark, this light, this knowing comes in for some reason. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Relationships take work, and I think you are willing to roll up your sleeves and get to work. In fact, I think you are looking at yourself and saying, I'm a fine catch. And maybe if you don't do that, maybe you should take a look at who you are and what you give to the relationship. The gift you are. But I think you're raising the bar, maybe on the relationship itself, maybe on your role within the relationship. And I think in some way you want to be more present, or you want to be, yeah, or taking the relationship to the next level. I mean, that could be. But first, just know, just the gift that you are giving, okay? And we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's people here. I get people around you this week. Group activities within relationships. If you're looking for somebody, that may be the way to find them. It's about realizing that nobody is going to be exactly as you want them to be, and so everybody has beauty and wisdom and gifts and talents and abilities, and we should recognize those things within each person. Go over here, see what we have. Got wedding. This situation involves marriage. Are you thinking of, because that could be the Eight of Pentacles. Just walking forward with the person that you love. And so yeah, we're planning weddings. We're planning the parties, the bachelor parties, and the stag and does, and the does and the merry does, and the little lambs eat ivy. Um, Marriage, partnership, growing the relationship deeper, making, renewing your vows, even in private with each other. Just sitting there and looking eye to eye, holding each other's hands and stating why you love that person to them and allowing them to do the same. To grow that relation deeper, stronger. Be careful, okay? The only thing that's really going to stand in your way here is if you allow your pride to get in the way. Okay? Keep that ego nice and healthy. Admit where you might have erred so that you can go forward with the strength. Okay. We have the Two of Wands. This is a time to summon in those new beginnings. What do you want? Is there anything in the way? We need to clear the way, but it's more about bringing it in for you under this week. So tell them what you want. Tell them how you want it to play out. I don't usually tell them how to play it out because they do a marvelous job on their own. but But absolutely tell them what you want and demand it to show up into your life. We have the Two of Cups. Once again, there's these new relationships, new partnerships, new people in your life. This could be a new passion, a new dream, a new desire as well. We have the Moon card. So understand what brings you joy, happiness, what motivates you, what gets you out of bed in the morning in order to really be strong going forward. We have moving forward, get ready for positive change. Yeah, I do see a lot of different positive changes coming into your life. I see more so with a lot of people around you. So it could be more community and family oriented this week for you. New beginnings begin your life. See, it's all forward motion. It's all the new starts. It's all the new beginnings. We have intuition. Trust your intuition. Okay, if it feels wrong, it is wrong. If it feels right, it is right. If you think there's something off about that person, chances are, for your energies, there is. Not saying that person is a bad person, but your energies don't mix. And so listen to yourself. Listen to that gut feeling. It's going to steer you in the right direction this week. I'll grab one more card to finish it off. We got the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles says you have the wisdom. You have what it takes to go forward. In fact, you need to move forward. You're getting restless. You're getting like you're claustrophobic, like you're bouncing against the walls right now. So it is a time to look for those new paths, to let out or step into the excitement of creation or growing something. Maybe it's a new idea, but this is an energy where you are stepping into the new, especially when it comes to work, career, when it comes to building your stature in the community. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.